Hello hackers, welcome back to Hackdoor. Now today we're going to talk about a tool called HTTPX by ProjectDiscovery. In bug bounty hunting, speed is everything, and today I'll show you how to use HTTPX by ProjectDiscovery. It's a blazing fast HTTP toolkit that makes recon smarter, faster and easier. Now HTTPX is open source, fast and flexible HTTP toolkit for understanding and probing which domains or subdomains that you have gathered are alive. By alive, what I mean is which subdomains are actually active. Okay, so when you do subdomain enumeration, you might gather a lot of subdomains that are not at all active and are old and are basically deprecated. Today, HTTPX will help you understand how you can actually understand which of the subdomains that you have gathered are actually alive and worth to doing a further recon. So once you have gathered subdomains, the next thing that you need to do is to understand which of those domains are still active so that you can run further recon such as port scanning or directory enumeration or whatever kind of recon you want to do on those subdomains. So let's quickly dive into our Kali Linux and do a quick install of HTTPX toolkit. Now ideally what HTTPX documentation says is it's a Go based tool, Golang tool, so you require Go to set it up. But a easier and a faster way to install HTTPX is going to be to use the simple apt repository of Kali Linux. Okay, so let's quickly give the command sudo apt install HTTPX toolkit, and you can see download for HTTP toolkit has started. Okay, now that we have HTTPX installed, all we need to do is to gather a subdomain list to run HTTPX against it. Okay, so now let's use subfinder, another subdomain enumeration tool from ProjectDiscovery. Give it the domain hacker1.com and let's save it to a list. So let's give the output as, let's say, subdomains.txt. Now subfinder is going to basically run against hacker1.com a passive recon and gather certain subdomains for us. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take that subdomains and push it into HTTPX to understand how many of those subdomains are actually active. So now we can see that it has found 19 subdomains. So let's quickly do a cat, let's say subdomains.txt. And these are all the domains that subfinder has found for us. Now to get you the word count for this, so you can see we have 19 subdomains here. Okay, so now let's run this subdomain list against HTTPX. Okay, so the command is going to be simple, HTTPX -toolkit. Then let's give the list as subdomains.txt, and then let's give the output as, let's say, live, the domains that are still live.txt. Okay, so let's wait and see how soon HTTPX can fetch us which of those domains are active. So now you can see we are getting a list of subdomains that are active with HTTP and appended to it. So now you can see that let us see, so we have two files here, live.txt, subdomains.txt. These had 19 domains. So let's see what is present in live.txt. Okay, so now you can see out of those 19 domains that we enumerated, only 9 domains were active. Okay, now a quicker and easier way to use this can be to pipe it into a single command. So let me clear this out, and this is what you can use in your day-to-day bug bounties when you run subfinder or any other subdomain enumeration tool. So just giving subfinder, okay, subfinder -d hacker1.com. Okay, and now I can directly pipe this to HTTPX -toolkit, right? And then I can actually store the output for myself as, let's say, a live piped pipe.txt. Okay, so this is going to perform the same function. So basically first we are going to call subfinder to enumerate the subdomains and then pipe the output to HTTPX to find out the live domains. So this was a quick and sweet tutorial on using HTTPX in your bug bounty hunting, which can actually help you to get the subdomains that are actually alive. Okay, so now this is the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed the content here, and if you did, do subscribe to our channel. Now you can see the piped command has ended, and now if I go back to my directory, I can see live pipe.txt, and let's say if I want to check that how many subdomains came in now, then I can just simply give the command cat let's say live, I think pipe.txt, and then let's see what was the output. You can see this time we found 11 domains, so maybe this time it has included some HTTPS URLs as well that were not included in the previous output.